Some of you are probably wondering how I build the pens for my animals. Well, I generally use hardware cloth and I use thin wire and I sew the pens together as such. This particular pen is just a regular dog crate, just a regular dog pen. I put hardware cloth on the door. Now the handle, I used to leave a hole open for the handle, and then I don't know, it was difficult to work with, and then it left big holes for predators to get in, so I quit doing that, and now I'll just put a latch going from there to close the door. So this is just a regular dog crate. It's large enough that I could have some small chickens in here or some quail, small animals, and I will put a wooden bar, a branch or something that I find so that they can have a roost, and I'll cover part of it so that it'll have shade. So for example, here the back, you see, I just put the hardware cloth. I like using the plastic coated hardware cloth. Whoops, we've got wind. I like using the plastic covered hardware cloth because it lasts a little bit longer. And then I just use regular wire. Now for a roof for this, these crates come with these bottoms that I just put over the top. And so then the whole cage has got a shady cover and also wind protection. I meant rain protection. So that helps. This is a much larger pen. You can see it's taller than I am. I just recently redid the nets on this. And you see the whole top is that hardware cloth. And I'm holding it up. I made a roost for the chickens. So the roost is holding up the netting so that I can walk in here easily. You see I made them a roost with a tree branch. And these are all screwed down. These are dog houses that I use as a coop. So basically what I did is I took fence posts, put the fence posts in every 2 meters or so, and then I just wrapped the hardware cloth around the fence posts, tied them up all the way around the fence post, and then I put a net on it. I have shade cloth here to help give the chickens shade. Also, it's a nice wind block. You can see air comes through it, but not really strong winds. So it's a wind block, it's a shade, and it's also privacy against predators at night. You'll have foxes, wolves, running along the side of the fence, and they can't see the chickens who are roosting. Now, this part I've had open. Wait, do you see this pathway here? Do you see that pathway? That's wild animals that cross through here at night. So I will be adding another shade cloth here. But that is essentially how I made this chicken pen. Here I have another pen that I made. I took a dog fence, one of those training fences, or let's say you have a place in your yard where like puppies can be, but you don't want them to get out. So I just took apart the wire pieces and reconfigured them into this rectangle box. You see, this is where the rabbits are going to go. I did not put hardware wire on the bottom because the rabbits are going to go in there. And then I'm going to be able to move this. It's really, really lightweight. I don't know if you can see how I can pick it up. It's really lightweight. And I can just move it from section to section. And this is my rabbit tractor. This will mow down all the grasses in between the trees. It's really easy to maneuver. I do not need wheels. It's really lightweight. So that's another one that I did. And here we're coming into the quail pen. So please note the door. Again, I took panels from a dog crate, dog fence. I took apart the panels, separated them. And then these, I just simply stood 2 panels, one on top of the other, and added hardware cloth, or in this case, chicken wire, and it makes a really nice door. I used fence posts for the bases of my door. This is a fence post. I put, yes, I put the plumbing pipes over the fence posts. It lengthens the fence post, and it just makes it nicer. So we're going to come into the quail pen, and there used to be a net here. Now there's not a net. Nope. I just recently took it down, and instead the quail are in this L-shaped pen on the inside of the pen area. The quail, even though they had all this space, didn't really use the space as much as I thought they would, and they, for some reason, always stayed on this side of the pen. So I just went ahead and built them their own shorter infrastructure here. It makes it easier for the bees to get in also, in order to pollinate the flowers for these fruit trees. I don't have to worry about the netting falling down or anything. So again, this is just, I took a dog crate. You see the dog crate is, you see that? Attached by those. I left some of those on, basically, and I opened it up. This again is one of those dog fences. It didn't come with a top, so it's shorter. It's perfect for quail because, you know, they are a shorter bird. They don't like to roost. So this was the perfect height. I just added the hardware cloth to it. I had some chicken wire that I added to the top of this to create the door. You see, it just lifts in like that. And then where I don't have the door, you know, the hardware cloth just extends out to the fence. I just have it attached to the fence. And that is one long piece that comes over here, meets up with this. So this is a really nice pen for the quail. They're happy. They don't really notice a difference. In fact, when I built it, they didn't even they didn't flinch. Like, I didn't even have to go chasing them in order to put them in here, because they just stay along this area anyway. So as you can see, as a regular pen, I just took the, if I wanted a taller pen, which this was, I just simply took the hardware cloth, wrapped it around the fence posts, all the way around, and then I put the wire on top of it. And again, this is how I made the door. That works nicely. And that is how I make my animal pens. Until next time.